Yo, what's up guys, Brief 5D here. I wanted to take time to share my opinion on the ongoing guaranteed champion, legendary champion event that is currently going on right now, and that is to obtain Chaagur, a good champion with 110 Void Shards. So yesterday this information launched and I did not have time to post it out, mostly because it's a 10x and I usually skip it out on 10x, and I don't encourage anybody to pull shards for a 10x. But I should let you know that the champions you might obtain if you're pulling your void shards as part of this Chaagur one might be a Osoga, right, and all these other epic champions, and if you all these other epic champions and some other legendary champions also. So that's the 10x that is announced, and I don't encourage anybody to go for a 10x. Now 10x events like this, or a guaranteed champion event like this for Chaagur, usually comes up right before a 2x for void shard, right? So you try to drain your shard this weekend so that by next weekend there will be a 2x for void shard. That's the plan. That's how it has always been. There's always a 10x to drain your shards before, or the 10x does not drain your shard, it's the guaranteed that will drain your shards if you're going for it. That means you might not have enough to pull for a 2x if you've been saving up enough. So end game players in Raid Shadow Legends have come to the fact that you save your void shard, your sacred shard, and even your ancient shard 150, 15 and 80 or so. That's the amount that we usually save for this guaranteed event for legendary champions that will come up. So far, the amount of secret shards that we are going to pull to obtain a legendary champion has been fluctuating, has changed once in a while. But the void shard owned when I think Alil was launched, his one was 110 void shards, and we thought since it's a new champion to Raid Shadow Legends from that Sylvian Watchers faction, that's why Raid made the number of void shards you had to pull for him to be 110. People thought that was the reason, but we didn't see that it's gonna be the new norm for Raid to always give off require 110 void shards now to pull legendary champions. A one that has always been in the game in a while is Chaagur. We are not gonna go ahead and say whether it's good or he's good or bad or what 110. But yes, everybody knows what this champion does. If you do not know, his passive is where he's at. Where did I click? His passive is what I love about him the most. And that passive kind of, makes him go crazy with his A1 and puts your champions to sleep if he has that poison on you. So I usually encounter this champion in arena once in a while, but a lot of people use him for some other specific PvE content against certain bosses, especially the new boss that requires sleep, the necro what do you call this? So that's Chaagur. This is not a champion guide about him, but the question is he worth 110 void shards? Absolutely, he's worth it. But is he one of the top 10 void legendary champions that you want to obtain in Raid Shadow Legends? Hell no. The only thing you should know about this type of 10x is it's better than getting a duplicate. Now imagine not pulling your 110 void shard for Chaagur and then you pull it during a 2x and you hit your Messi or whatever, or you pull a legendary champion and you pull a duplicate or a Vizix or an Arbiter, one of those ones that you already own. That's the reason why these guaranteed events are so good for endgame players who are trying to go for something like this. But now it's beginning to get inflated in terms of the amount of shards we need to pull to obtain them, and that's where the contention lies, whether it's okay for Plarium to keep raising the number of shards we have to pull for these champions, or is it just not okay? Now if Chris was at 110, I'm sure nobody will be talking anything about this. Everybody will be praising Plarium and all that, but there are champions that are simply worth that 110 void shards, but Chaagur for me is not one of them. Despite how great he is, despite how good he is, he's not one of those champions that I will use every day on the daily. He does have good decrease defense, so even if you don't use him for that A1 sleep and be annoying to your enemies in PvP, you can always rely on him to bring decrease defense to your battles. So it's a awesome champion. I'm not saying he's a bad champion. I'm just saying I don't think he's worth 110. So even if I had 110 Void Shards sitting right there, I don't think I'll be touching it for this one. So by next weekend, I guess, will I be pulling my Void Shard next weekend during a 2x? I don't think so, because now that we see the new norm now is 110, maybe I'll have to save 110 before I pull anything else that is excess of it, and then, you know, keep that for the next guaranteed legendary event, because I simply do not want to go into a 2x on Void and open my shards and get a dupe. It will be so annoying. Although I do appreciate dupes these days for faction guardians and some maybe empowerment, because that's the level where my account is going towards. So maybe I don't mind dupes that much. But I'm saying if you're, you know, just coming into raid and you already have these champions, you really don't want to pull them from Void Shard. It's so painful to hit your Mercy mark and then it's a one you already have Habitat, Physics and all that. So that's why people prefer these guaranteed events. So will the new norm now be 110? Because I could understand why Alil was 110, new champion, new faction, shiny new object. But Chaagur has been around for a while. So what's the reason? Is it because now he suddenly is great for the new sleep boss? Is that the reason why they made it so? Or is just one of these things where Secret Shard has seen an inflation, Void Shard is now seeing an inflation? The next one, will it be now that Ancient Shards will no longer be 150 Ancient Shards required? Are we looking at a point where Ancient Shard will require 170 or 200 Ancient Shards for a guaranteed legendary event? Damn. So that's my thought on this entire thing. I don't think it's fair, but is Chaagur worth it? Hell no. I'm gonna be saving my shards, but I think the entire community has told Playroom what to think about it, but I also think they don't give a damn. I don't think they care. So we can complain all we want about number of shards that they've been increasing for these guaranteed events, but I don't think it's not gonna make any impact. It's not one of those quality of life improvements where we shout and make noise and request and all that until they finally do it. I think this is something that has to do with finance, their money, so therefore whatever they can do to squeeze out more from the players who spend, of course, or from the players who do not spend, like my free-to-play account, and who are saving too much when they see that even the free-to-play players are saving too much and are ready for anything. Like they are ready for the next sacred guaranteed, they are ready for the next ancient guaranteed event. We are ready for anything. So this is a tactic to kind of like throw you off balance, to empty your Void Shard. So if you thought it's gonna be 80, no, it's 110 now. So, and these shards, Void Shards, are still one of the most difficult shards to obtain. So if you're not doing your clan boss daily, it's gonna be extremely difficult for you to hit those numbers, those type of numbers. And so far, I don't think there's any new dungeon or new place where we are beginning to obtain more Void Shards than we have been obtaining before. It's still the same old, maybe these new events that they add. So maybe that's something that maybe we can say, but the main source of these Void Shards has still been the clan boss. There is no other magic behind it. So I don't think them increasing or inflating it without increasing the drop rates right here. So it's still one of those ways to squeeze out more resources from you and yeah, make you spend more. I think that's all I think about this. So I'll be ignoring it. I just wanted to let you guys know that don't take it to heart. This is Playroom doing things that will get them more money this new year. So they wanted to start strong, and that is with 110, so that when they start the next guaranteed events and they make it to 110 or 100, or I don't think it will ever fall back to 80 anymore. That's what I think. Maybe for a trash Void legendary champion, but I don't think it will ever fall back. This is gonna be the new norm. That's what I think. All right, let me know what you think about this one. Are you pulling your Void Shards 110 for Chaagur? Do you think it's worth it for your account? Because, you know, every account is different and everybody has their own opinion about champions in raid. So Let me know what you think about it. I'll see you guys maybe later in the evening for a Noob to Pro update. Later, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.